In this video, we are going to learn how to create a trigger on a page in Business Central using R code. Microsoft has a lot of these uh, documents on their site that you could follow. They give you the guides, they give you the syntax, they give you examples, even templates on how to customize Business Central. Of course, most of that is handled by your partners. I too have a few customizations done by my partner, and most of those are code units and a few report extensions as well, also page extensions. Um, so I did a bit of digging and learned for myself R code, and you can do a lot on there. So of course, keep in mind that you have to be mindful of the changes that you make. But the best thing about it is once this extension is compiled into an app, you are able to control the functionality. So you could choose whether you'd like to remove that app, or in the terms of Business Central, unpublish the app, um, or whether you'd like to keep it installed. So if there are any issues, you could always go ahead and unpublish it. And of course, in your syntax, VS Code through the R language application, or add-on would basically give you some insight as to whether your you have any issues in terms of your syntax or not. So let's go ahead and create this page extension. In order to do so, I have some folders. So over here, I can use this wizard there using AZ Dev Tools, which can be installed from the App Store in VS Code. So you could also do it as just a new file and specify your name and so on. So let's do a wizard, and this app, what I like most about it is that it gives you a guide on doing all of these, as you could see here, which is in our case a page extension, and my ID is 26 and I'm following a number pattern, hence I have this here. My object name is going to be here. I'm just going to copy and paste it, and I'm extending. If you don't know your page, you could always use the help and support. Inspect pages and data, it's normally the question mark icon on Business Central, and inspect pages and data, then you be able to see your page name or page ID. All right, so now we're going to type in a caption, like a caption for my page, and I'm going to name it, and then I'm going to specify my semicolon. So it was supposed to be an equal sign. So yeah, I wasn't quite following the syntax. So then you're going to do a trigger, and what I like as well in VS Code with the R language app, you could basically put T trigger and then it will give you the syntax for trigger. So as you can see here, I don't want to declare any variables, so I can remove the variable here and trigger on what we're doing, a trigger on open page. So once the page launches, the trigger will be specified. So here's my issue. If I head over to this page, if I head over to this page here, which is the payments by stores page, you could see that once the page launches, and if I go to search, I'm going to launch it again, and you could see that the filter is not specified. So in this case, I would have to do it myself, or which if I put in today, it would put in the current date. Or based on your original formatting, you could put in your date filter, and you could specify your range as well. So I want that once this page launches, that it automatically pulls up today's date. So let's go back to VS Code. Trigger on open page. So we're going to rec dot set filter, and we're going to open bracket rec dot the field, which is date filter, comma, and we want it to specify today, which will translate into a date format. So once we have that, we're going to save it, and then we're going to go to view command palette and we're going to publish it. Right. So automatically on publishing, um, I've set my launch.json file to automatically launch the page for me. So once it is done, the page would be launched automatically. So then you'd see the changes. Alright, so the page is now launching. And as you can see, the date is automatically specified. So let's try it again. And the date is automatically specified. So this is pretty useful in cases where you just want immediately on launching of the page that your filter is set, which pretty much makes it easier for you. It saves you just just a few seconds, so that way you don't really have to specify a filter. um, but I have some other extensions here. Might probably make some videos on those um, in the future. I have a few page extensions. You can probably tell by the name, some of which I saw on GitHub through some source code, and some reports which I created as well. So that's pretty much it. So you create a filter page trigger in Business Central using VS Code.